Funeral Blues by W.H. Auden. Stop. Stop all the clocks. Cut off the telephone. Prevent the dog from barking with a juicy bone. Silence the pianos and with muffled drum. Bring out the coffin, let the mourners come. Let aeroplanes circle moaning overhead, scribbling the sky the message, he is dead. Put crisp bows round the white necks of the public doves. Let the traffic policemen wear black cotton gloves. He was my north, my south, my east and west, my working week and my Sunday rest, my noon, my midnight, my talk, my song. I thought that love would last forever. I was wrong. The stars are not wanted now. Put out everyone. Pack up the moon and dismantle the sun. Pour away the ocean and sweep up the wood. For nothing now can ever come to any good.
Hey, why did you choose this poem?
Firstly, this poem gave us a mixed response. Different group members have different perceptions towards the poem. Some of us find the poem rather flamboyant, while others felt that the poem carries a rather somber tone. Thus, we feel that this poem is worth exploring. Another trivia fact is that this poem actually appeared in a few movies, such as 4 Weddings and a Funeral. Thirdly, this poem is also rich in diction and vivid imagery, with the description of the surroundings, which was given great emphasis throughout the poem. Lastly, there's a smooth transition between the stanzas, which showed how the descriptions of the surroundings can actually be linked up with one's emotions.
Hey Tiffany, what is this poem about?
Funeral Blues by W.H. Auden is a poem about the loss of love and the expression of emotions that come with it. The poet portrays grief and emptiness from the loss of love. On a literal level, the poem is just a description of mourning over the death of a lost love. The title, Funeral Blues, sets a somber setting for the poem. Funerals are always associated with death, yet in this context, the poem is about the death of love.
How do you think the persona feels about the loss of his love?
The persona feels a sense of hopelessness towards his lost love through the use of diction. He describes his loved one as my north, my south, my east and west, where his loved one is his direction, his lead and guiding force. This highlights the high-level importance of his loved one in his life, which further exemplifies the extent of the loss. The use of nature imagery signifies the extinguishment of hope with the absence of light. It signifies the world of darkness the persona is thrown into with the heavy blow of the loss of his love. This is further emphasized through the use of down-mending colors such as black and white. There's a sense of monotony, and this supports the sense of hopelessness that the persona feels when there is no hint of any vibrancy, as it would be in a case whereby brighter colors are being employed.
The expression of grief by the poet is one of an exaggeration through the use of hyperbole and with the detailed description of the desired surroundings. The persona expresses an overly sensitive response to the everyday sounds such as the ticking of the clock, the rings from the telephone, the melodious tunes from the piano, and the barking of the dog. The desire for silence is a representation of her internal state of mind that she wants everything to stop in honor of a lost love. The poet emphasizes on the nitty-gritty details of the surrounding. For example, he describes gloves as black cotton instead of just merely plain gloves, and the tying of crisp bows on the white necks of the public doves instead of merely just doves. The close precision he puts towards the descriptions of the surroundings by going into details show the honor and respect he has for this relationship, and thus he feels a great sense of grief.
Persona's over-dependence of love is inferred throughout the poem, and this is portrayed through the use of diction. My working week and my Sunday rest, my noon, my midnight, my talk, my song, It seems like the persona places his loved one as the center of his world, and his loved one has become an integral part of every moment of the persona's daily life. This is also accentuated through the use of nature imagery, stars, moon, and sun. The poet presents a nonchalant attitude, as if the persona has given up and lost his will to carry on living.
The sorrow and immense pain caused by the persona's lost love points to a growing sense of disillusionment. I thought that love would last forever. I was wrong. The poet reinforces this sense of disillusionment with a caesura, which is a break in rhythm in the middle of this line, separating the persona's previous romantic illusions from the harsh reality of the present. The bitter tone set in the last line shows the disappointment, pain, and hurt the persona feels with the absence of his loved one.
Thus, from this poem, it points out the fragility of love and that there are bound to be the gaps in the deepest love of all. Love is unpredictable.